Oh, but I guess maybe if we decided on a, simple, a regular, or an advanced chip, maybe.
Right. Well, okay. So here's the thing on the chips that I got: simple, regular, or advanced chip on print. The chip on print includes an infrared sensor, so we don't have to worry about that part at least.
Okay, the push button. If we are going to have push buttons, they require a simple chip, but a scroll wheel requires a regular one, and LCD requires an advanced one. Do we really want to go with scroll wheels though?
Don't you think if you could scroll through the channels and then the volume would just be
Hey, as you saw, we actually recorded our meeting, and after that, we performed one more step in which we asked each of our team members on what they understood from the meeting. Since we did not have the exact technical expertise or the topic context of the meeting that we talked about, the result was that in our team, three of the members came out with a misunderstanding of what the exact conclusion was. So, as per our team discussions, it was an inconsistent one. So, I will show you the text of our team, which is this, and I will show you the pre-processing step we went through to actually get the final text that we will be using in to generate the dialogue acts for our meeting. So the only pre-processing we have done is that we have removed the speaker names and the quotes in the meeting text. So as you can see, this is how it looks. The reason behind this is that we did not essentially need the speaker names to reach a conclusion. We could just have the speaker text and infer what dialogue acts each of these meant. So I'll just do a few more steps to show you. So now what we are going to do is we are going to run a dialogue act on this. A dialogue act essentially means that given a certain dialogue by a speaker, what would it be? Would it be an inference? Would it be a proposal of something? Would it be an information stated about the meeting and all this? That we'll describe all of these in technical details when we come to the presentation for our team. But as of now, bear with us a little. So now I'm going to run Sachin's code, which Sachin will actually run, and just enter the command.
File name?
The file name is called labmeeting.txt. So here you will see that we already have a model which is trained for us, which Sachin can talk about how we did from the AMI corpus a little.
We actually took the data from the AMI corpus, and we saved the features and the features as well as the complete model that we learned. It was a naive multinomial naive Bayesian model for tagging, which tagging each text to something to the corresponding dialogue act.
So now what we are doing here is we are going to test with our lab meeting text data and see what is the generated thing out of this.
What name should I give it?
Just call it label lab. Maybe label lab text. That sounds good. Lab meeting or something text. Yeah.
It was the other way around. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. So on this screen, as you can see, that we have finished, the code has finished actually labeling each of the text, and if we see the labels that are generated, they are as follows. So there is information stated, there are some assertions, and there is more information for each of the corresponding texts. And if we now compute the hidden Markov model based on this sequence of dialogue acts, we'll be able to infer if there was consistency among members. So we'll predict if there was consistency among members or inconsistency. The actual ground truth is that we know that there is inconsistency among the teammates, as I told you before. So now what I'm going to do is run this. And we are going to provide Sachin's labels as the input to the hidden Markov model, and we will see how that actually comes out. So as you can see that the hidden Markov model is essentially predicting that as per the labels generated for the dialogue acts of each of the sentences in the meeting, we should have a inconsistent model, which is the case with us. But surprisingly, since we essentially took their discussion and said it in our own ways, there are certain things that have changed. So this is an actual AMI corpus thing, and the actual DA tags for the AMI corpus, which is done by hand, is essentially this. So we have the actual output text as well. So the thing that you see that here are different DA labels are due to two reasons. One is that the sentences spoken in the actual meeting for the AMI corpus are sometimes shorter, sometimes bigger, and also the DAs are manually hand tagged, which we are trying to do using the model Sachin showed you, and that has an accuracy close to 60-70%, so it's not exactly accurate and many of the times misses the actual labels. So with this sequence of dialogue acts, if you run the model, it says that it is consistent. And in the actual data, the actual AMI corpus meeting, when they asked the 4 participants after the meeting what was the conclusion reached, it seems that the people there had actually said it was consistent. So